You just got fired today. Time to brush up the resume. Let's get fired. Hell yeah. Welcome to Let's Get Fired, a show where I already fucked it up. Welcome to Let's Get Fired, where I invite my friends to share their crazy work stories and we have a laugh about it. I'm your out of work host, Alex Shklar, and today we have with us Detski, our first girl guest, and also our first Staten Island guest.
Yeah.
She's straight off her firing, so she's ready to pop off, talk some shit, and I don't think she signed any NDAs.
No.
All right, so
Absolutely
we're really
not.
going to talk some shit.
Maybe I did. I don't know. I don't read contracts.
Oh.
My brother's a lawyer, so I don't read contracts.
Wait, just send it to him on WhatsApp?
No, I just put it into ChatGPT and I go, am I good? And it goes, yeah.
ChatGPT is dangerous. I used it to help me with taxes, and actually it was close. I was off by like $150. The IRS sent me like a letter. It's like, hey, you're getting fined for $150. I'm like,
oh no.
I'm like, so you knew how much I owed you the whole time. Why are we doing this?
It's so weird because they know. They know how much you owe, and then they just won't tell you. They're like, you need to do math.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, actually, it's all lobbying done by TurboTax and H&R because their whole entire business is that people need to go to them to do their taxes. And if you automate it the way Europe does it, they're out of business.
Right. Yeah, so right now, I'm like fresh off. Is this the quickest turnaround of like a firing? Because
I think you're yeah.
Dude, all firsts.
Yeah.
All first. So I got fired on Wednesday, so we're not even a week out from when I got fired.
Woo, that's really fresh.
It's really fresh. So I got fired. I'm like waiting for my severance. They're doing it in a bulk. I'm gonna get taxed out of my ass because of course, like, you have to get taxed. Like, you lost your job. Like, what better time to tax someone than when they're not gonna be able to...
Uncle Sam needs to take a cut on everything. It's crazy that when I was doing my taxes, I realized, well, I mean, I knew this before, but like all the profit I made, like selling crypto, I'm like, you're taking a huge cut. But if I lose like my whole entire livelihood, you're not going to be like, all right, well, let us give you some money because you clearly lost so much money. They're like, you could take that out when you pay taxes on what you earn, but you will never get money from them. The best you could do is a discount from like for losing money, which... I mean, that's how that's how the U.S. runs.
When did you get into crypto?
I was never like into it. I'm not like big on it. It's that like it's actually kind of going back to another firing story. I got fired from a job and I needed something, so I got into this food truck, which was being sponsored by a guy who's like this. He's probably like a billionaire now, but he was like early on Bitcoin, and like the whole time he's like, "Hey man, get Bitcoin, get Bitcoin." It was like 2000 at that point. And he's like, "Get Bitcoin, get Bitcoin," and eventually like I started kind of buying it a little bit. And I made a good amount of money for sure. I wasn't like crazy, but like it was good enough where I was like, oh, if I invested in stock, I would not have made that much.
I have a friend, because autistic people are drawn to crypto like moth to a flame. Every person that I've spoken to that's even slightly on the spectrum is like, yeah, of course I've been into crypto for a very long time. I have a friend who bought it and he lost his flash drive. He had that situation.
So it was really that early?
Yeah, it was early. But do you remember, there's like that story of this guy who like threw out his flash drive and then he spent like years in the dumps.
He's still looking.
I think he gave up.
No, I think it's his whole entire livelihood is like he's looking for that hard drive in a dump. I think he's hired people.
Damn, he's never gonna find that shit.
But it's like billions.
He just keeps finding hard drives of child porn, like, fuck this. It's not my fucking crypto. Just another naked 6-year-old again. This fucking sucks.
That is funny. It's finding us some Bitcoin in a haystack full of porn.
Yeah, that's all the things that are on flash drives. Like, no one throws out flash drives of like their old law school papers. People are throwing out flash drives of kiddie porn, and this is all this guy's wading through.
I threw out some old laptops that I was thinking like, if somebody like really wanted to, they could probably find this in a dump, and like they'll find like my college papers.
Yeah.
And God knows what else, like torrented video movies.
I have such anxiety around throwing out old laptops and then the laptop box that it comes in for some reason. Like, I can never throw out the box of the laptop.
Oh, you just save it?
I just save it for no fucking reason. It's just like, oh, this is a nice box. Yeah.
Yeah, they make it so nice you don't want to throw it out.
Yeah.
I had like a stack of Mac boxes from like laptops that I don't even have anymore because like they were like work laptops, and I'm like, but this is so nice. What if I need it?
Right.
For what though?
Jewelry. Just
Yeah.
like that's our new jewelry boxes.
It's useless, but yeah, I had like a whole stack of them. I had 3 boxes and 1 laptop. I don't know what for. I do have a first question.
Let's get into it.
Also, let me just double check that I can see you. Just sit the same way you're sitting.
Yeah.
Because what happened with Dave Phillips, he was hiding behind the microphone the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see your face.
All right.
Yeah, and you don't have to speak perfectly into it, so like it will pick up. So some people like, oh, let me just start this. Some people like they do this, they speak right into the mic, and that's fine too. But I'm saying this like if you hear yourself, you're perfectly fine.
All right, cool. I'm trying to like minimize mouth noises as much as I can.
Oh wow, you're like professional.
Well, because of anxiety, I started chewing my tongue. Why is that weird?
I've never heard of that.
I don't know, like, because of my fucking job, I started noticing, like, I was chewing my tongue because I would get, like, anxious, and now you're going to be doing it?
I'm just trying to see how, like, would that be soothing at all? Like, Chica, I can see. Like,
well, this is horrific to listen to right now. So I'm like, relax your tongue. That's it, because I've been taking yoga classes now.
for your tongue?
Well, just to relax, just to
okay.
do like a check and
You're
like
finding a zen.
Yeah. I take yoga classes with my mom.
It is also crazy that kids this young are that like stressed out.
Yeah. I was coloring with my niece. She's like turning 5. And we're coloring and I colored outside the lines and, I had an appropriate reaction, which is like, fuck. And she's like, you need to breathe. Like, take 4 in, 3 out. She's almost 5 and she's doing breathing exercises. I'm like, we just used to shoot up schools. Like, we used to go fucking ballistic. And now they're like, in daycare, they're like, breathe into 5, breathe out. I'm like, these kids are absolutely comatose.
But there's also like a zero like tolerance on violence. So like I think like I'm not saying it's good to like be bullying or anything like that, but I think there was like value in kids like having aggression, learning how to get it out, and also learning what's like appropriate and what's not appropriate.
Yeah, where's the kid who's gonna like stick his pencil inside an open wound?
Who's gonna get stabbed and have like a piece of graphite under their skin for life?
Dude, yeah, no, we had a kid who used to do it. I sat next to him. He was a good friend of mine in the 4th grade, and he would like to gross me out. He would like stick his pencil inside of like an open wound on his knee or something until it bled. I don't know. I think he's in jail now. I don't know what else would happen to that kid, but yeah. So now they would be like, breathe in.
I had a buddy who I don't know why he had a needle in school, but he would like poke it through like the top layer of skin on his hand and kind of pierce it so it goes in and out on the other side.
Oh, like through the callus?
It wasn't even a callus. It was just like the top layer of the epidermis. So I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah.
But it was also just like, why are you doing that?
It's the same as the kids who used to turn their eyelids inside out. I couldn't do that. I can't handle that.
It's a big one.
I can't handle it.
I like the armpit fart guy.
Well, like coming from a very Soviet background, like I have a very low tolerance for grossness, or at least like I definitely did when I was a kid. Like I would like think of a gross joke and I would just like have a visceral reaction of vomiting. So to see stuff like that, like if someone was like mixing their lunch together, I'm out. I'm gone. You won't see me anymore.
Wow. Well, how about now?
Because of comedy, I've had to like chill out a little bit.
Yeah, well, you just got overexposed to it.
Yeah.
To a bunch of grossness.
Yeah. I have to like not think about it. It's the same thing with like what pisses me off is when people can't answer hypothetical questions. In like a would you rather, it's like, when you play Marry, Fuck, Kill, and obviously you always pick the 3 grossest people. You're like, who would you, like, the assistant principal who's 600 pounds or whatever. And it always annoyed me when someone just couldn't answer a hypothetical. It's like, hey, every single choice here sucks, but then they think too much into it and they'd be like, oh, but I don't want to. It's like, you're not actually doing it. You're not actually like being forced to fuck Hitler. I
think they're also worried that like whatever they say, they're gonna get made fun of. So it's like, oh, I know this is a trick.
Yeah, this is the joy of hanging out. You're gonna get made fun of. Like, deal with it.
Yeah. Well, some people don't want to be the butt of the joke. It's like a big deal for them. My best friend, he's like, his biggest fear is looking stupid, and like he like takes no chances in life. like he's like terrified of like anybody ever like thinking he's like stupid or like inappropriate. Like it's just it's
he sounds like a retard.
a little bit. He's got crazy OCD for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like he goes to like a restaurant, it's like, oh, if I order it incorrectly, they're gonna judge.
Yeah, I hope no one thinks I'm stupid as I tap my glass 3 times.
Yep. Well, I've been doing like a little bit of exposure therapy, so I get high, and like we'll go to a restaurant, and I'm like making a fool of myself. And he's just like, I try to order a Thai iced tea at a Japanese place, and he's like, Alex, how could you do that? She hated you. I'm like, she'll live.
The Asians do not like the Japanese.
And the waitress was Chinese, and I'm like, she's not taking this personally.
Yeah. They don't. And now everything is just it's all owned by some Egyptian guys, so no one gives a shit.
It's all one giant
mishmash.
But the point is, like, I think, like, as a kid, you're supposed to, like, get over, like, that, like, the fear of, like, oh, I'm gonna look so silly. It's like, yeah, everybody looks silly. You wanna, like, do the safe thing all the time, you're gonna have, like, a very boring life.
It takes you out of it, and it makes you less successful as well, because we do, there's like a mic, and it's like a riff mic, primarily a riff mic, like no material, no nothing, by Brainstorm Comedy, really funny. And sometimes you'll see people get a riff and they're like, I don't want to say the thing. And it's like, you're limiting yourself. You're not even thinking of a way that you could get around it. And you just see it, they falter, and it's so unentertaining.
It's also primal fear now that, like, has been bred in people that they're gonna get canceled.
Sure.
And the people are just like, oh, I'm not touching that. It's like, who do you think you are that you're gonna get in trouble for this?
Right. It's the same thing as this. It's like, I'm not gonna go into details of my job and like why I got fired, because mostly I want to like make sure I get my severance.
Yes.
Because I will not be fucked with again. I will not be fucked with again. Like, my severance is staying safe for legal reasons. Like, I will be a little careful. But other than that, it's like, you're in a great place where you don't have to worry so much.
Yeah. Well, I think you're also safe because tonight the episode 4 is getting released, and this is going to be like episode 10. So like we're like 2 months behind.
That would be so funny if like my job was like, hey, we found you on an up and coming podcast.
They're like one of the 20 views.
We could use it. My dream is to have like a violent crime happen to me in the city and just use it to grift on Fox News so I could get so famous.
Well, there was a comedian who he got jumped and he got like $30,000 in like GoFundMe money.
I mean, David, when he got stabbed, like when he got slashed in the eye, I was like, you're the biggest idiot. I would be on the Candace Owens show within a week talking about like illegal immigrants. I don't even think that was...
Was it an illegal immigrant?
No, it was like a guy who like, they kept like taking him out of like, he was supposed to be in jail and they kept like throwing him back out. Yeah, it was during that time. He could have been the first Irina Zrutska. Except he could have had a career after.
Irina who?
The girl in North Carolina, the Ukrainian who got killed.
Yes, the one that got stabbed.
It was the same situation except that David lived. Yeah.
Which I don't know is for better or worse.
I mean...
Didn't help his career at all.
It didn't. If he had taken advantage of it like he should have, it would have been for better. Yeah,
but he's also like not like slimy yet. I think he's just a good kid.
And you know what that's gonna get you? Fucking butt. Nothing.
Yeah. He was talking to me and he was like saying like, oh, like I have like I won the Mitchell Llama lottery for the apartment, but I'm not sure if it's a scam. I'm like, no, get it right now, like immediately.
Dude, yeah.
I think he's too nice. He's too nice of a person.
You have to scam. It's the world. Like, run a scam, run a grift, get your money. Like,
marketing is technically a gray area scam.
Yeah. And you know what, that's so funny because like you go to these like corporate conferences and you're just watching the grift like go on and you're like, okay, great, this is all fake, fantastic, but like it's cool that like Issa Rae is here.
And the thing is, if you do understand what they're talking about, you're like, oh, this guy's full of shit. But if you don't, people are like, oh my God, this is amazing. Right. It's like, they increased their sales. It's like, yeah, but like, they picking and choosing what they're showing you. Yeah. And I went to this conference for SEO, and it was like a low level of like knowledge. So it's kind of like basic people who don't really know SEO. And the people speaking were like talking like they know everything. And I'm like, actually, this is like all shit. And like the people here don't know it because they're all like junior level. They just got their first job, so they think this is amazing.
It's always so jarring when you're working in a company and you get in that new slew of people and they're so happy. Right before I left, maybe a month before, this girl came into the company and she was so enthused. And she messages me and she goes, "Can I have a minute of your time to talk about this?" And I'm like, "Absolutely." And she goes, "Thank you so much for taking time out of your precious day to speak to me." I'm like,
I know your time is very valuable.
You're going to get me on hour 4 of scrolling on TikTok. Like, my time is not valuable at all.
But the people who are high up, they pretend so hard.
That's why they have all those meetings. They love... I like, for sure think that a manager thinks, like, how many meetings can I stuff into this day and not attend any of them? Because what they'll do is they'll keep their calendar red, and then they'll just like, "Oh, I can't make it. I'm talking to a client. I can't make it." And then it just goes through the whole day of like, there were 10 meetings, you attended 3, and you didn't have anyone bother you for the whole day. And that's genius management.
That is smart. I didn't think of them not attending. Because I did have managers who were like, they're stuffed like Monday to Friday. If you don't get it like 2 weeks in advance, like there's no free space. But then I'm like, when do they work?
I've been thinking about this concept of like, there are certain things about, you know, if you're in a really corporate life, that make you realize why government doesn't work at all. Because, like, you spend one day in corporate and you're like, this is a pretty small company with supposedly not as much bureaucracy, and it's a lot of talking and nothing is getting done. So, obviously, we never went to the moon. Obviously, like, there's...
That's the conclusion.
No, there's no way it was ever done. There's just absolutely no way. Like, there's just, like, one guy who's, like, sitting in the FBI, and he just orders assassinations, and that's the only thing that gets done. And then other than that, nothing gets done.
That's funny. Bureaucracy is pretty bad. I'm on the co-op board for this building that I'm in, and it's a lot of, like, does everybody on this 6-person board approve of this email wording? And I'm like, we're 6 people. We can't send an email. Can you imagine hundreds of people where everybody needs to sign off? Nothing would get done.
Yeah, I normalize dictatorship.
Oh.
Normalize one person getting shit done.
Well, I think if the dictator is like a good ethical person, that actually works, but the problem is it never is.
Well, the thing is like people go like, you know, Hitler didn't actually do 6 million. One person, I absolutely believe that they could have done 6 million. Like, it wasn't like it wasn't that much of a big group. It was like maybe at most 3, like at the top. But like all the orders were coming. I totally believe it, because also like German efficiency.
That's true.
Just for the fact of German efficiency, I believe the number 100%. Because shit gets done in dictatorships.
Nobody gives Hitler the credit for being a good manager.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a guy who had a clear calendar.
Yeah, you could tell that he's like, we didn't reach our, I can't do an accent. He's like, we didn't reach our quota for gassing. It's like, but a lot of shootings. And he's like, you know what? At least it got done.
You get a promotion.
Right.
What do you think the pizza parties in Hitler Germany was like?
I think 2 slices per Nazi general. 2 slices and a little bit of meth. So fantastic pizza parties.
They were watching while you were eating too.
They were wired on methamphetamines.
Oh yeah, that's...
I've never gotten methamphetamines from my job. Never.
No.
The system is broken fundamentally.
Part of the health plan.
Yeah, I did, my health plan, it like covered this one psychiatrist who I met with her for maybe 5 minutes, and she was like, do you need speed? I was like, yeah, I think I do. And then I had like just a prescription for Adderall for a while. And I was like, this is fantastic.
Which is a great side income if you are moving that shit.
Yeah, I eventually had to stop. But I was like trying to do Adderall, because Adderall is like the perfect medication to like get skinny. and get your work done.
Wasn't that part of Wrecking for a Dream when she was trying to get skinny for the game show, the grandma?
Okay.
And then the doctor prescribed speed to her, and then her like junky grandson was like, "Grandma, you're on speed."
Yeah, it's fantastic, but I don't know, because I like to cook, so I'm wasting so much in grocery bills. Like, I'm getting a butcher box every week, and I haven't eaten since Tuesday. Like, this is a waste of everything.
Maybe what you gotta do is you gotta get people who will buy that food, get them on a meal plan, and then sell the meals.
Yeah.
Will somebody in Staten Island be like, can I have this nice Jewish girl cook for me?
Yeah.
The Jews are known for their great cuisine.
Oh my god, there's so much hate around Ashkenazi cuisine, and like, I'm so sorry that nobody understands like that you can get flavor without just shoving red pepper up a fucking chicken's ass.
It's true.
My mom, if I cook and I use too much black pepper, like, she's upset. I once used paprika, and she acted as if she ate like that hot chip.
Where did you grow up? Not where did you go. Where did your family wasn't born here? Where did they grow up? Which part of Soviet?
So my mom is from Lvov, Ukraine, which is on the west side, more of like a European style. And my dad was in Moldova, in like a very Jewish part, but like also very anti-Semitic.
That's a good mix.
There were some anti-Semitic Jews. He would tell me about them. But, like, he's like, either they were, like, my best friend because they were Jewish, or they threw rocks at me.
Because they didn't want to be identified as Jews?
But it was, like, a lot of, like Moldovans that would, like, throw rocks at him of just, like, you know, you're a Jew, you're this, whatever. He told me a story where he was in the army, and they kept like calling him a Jew and like bullying him, and he went to the general and he goes, "Hey, they keep calling me a Jew. I thought that there was no religion in the Soviet Union. Why am I being called a Jew and bullied and all this stuff?" And the general looks at him and goes, "Aren't you a Jew, though?" Great point.
Well, they're not wrong.
Right.
You are a dirty Jew.
Yeah, it was basically that. It was like, yeah, but you are a dirty Jew. You did kill Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Judaism is a tricky one because it's not just a religion. It's like an ethnicity and now like the whole nationality.
Yeah.
And even Jewish people don't get it, but like non-Jews, their brain can't compute. Like, I have friends that I've been trying to explain, like actual people I talk to, I'm like, hey, like religion is different, ethnicity is different, Israel is like a whole third thing. And they're like, but like, you support that. I'm like, no, it's all different.
No, I support my family, and that's it. That's as far as my Jew support goes. And like, you know, once in a while, I'm like, oh, I'm glad Adam Sandler is where he is. I'll watch a movie, and if I see Stein in the last name, I'm like, oh, that's a Jew. Yes. That's a very like Jewish thing.
For work purposes, I am Jewish.
Yes.
Yes, I do want to climb the corporate Jewish ladder.
Yeah.
Actually, we do have a first question. This is like more of an opener, so it's going to sound like a boring interview question, which might be great for you because you're about to start interviewing at some point. Hi, unemployed watchers. Guess who just got a sponsor? If you're a comic or a comedy fan, you definitely need to check out Comedy Scene app. It's totally free. It's available on the Apple stores, the Google Play stores. The gist of it is, if you're a comedian, you could find a bunch of open mics, just open the app, check in, and you get some points. At the end of the year, they round up the points, and the top performing comedians, not even based on how good your comedy is, which is great for all of you who potentially suck, you'll get money. And I know this is the case because I've done it 2 years in a row. I got so much money that I have been permanently retired. And the reason I'm doing this is because Comedy Scene is my day one homie, and he's giving me some more money to run this promo. But it doesn't end right there. Because if you're a comedy fan and you have no interest in doing comedy, you too can get points. You can be a number one fan and you get some comedy tickets, some prizes, and the biggest feature, I think, is you can go to all these mics, and if the comedians are performing, you could check them off your list and it'll collect that data for you. You can have proof that you saw Dave Chappelle before he became Dave Chappelle, and you could be like, hey, remember Alex Shklar? He's got a Netflix special now, but I saw him when he sucked and was doing this shitty open mic at Freddy's Bar in Park Slope. And that's kind of cool bragging rights, right? So yeah, get the Comedy Scene app. You could probably get it on a link in the below. If not, just Google Comedy Scene in the Play Store and Apple Store. Make it rain. Do you not like money? And we're back. Whoa, I skipped the word. This is just to give you people a background of like how employable, fireable you are. Where did you go to school? What did you study? And what were your intentions for your first job?
So I went to Baruch.
Oh, me too. Nice.
There you go. I went to Baruch College. I majored in English and political science.
You went to business school to major in English.
Yeah. I went to Baruch because my brother went there.
Oh, legacy. Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, it was so fucking lame. I went to Baruch and my, I wanted to join the swim team. That was it. And I, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the worst swimmer in the world. Like, literally 15 years, zero improvement in the sport.
So why'd you think you could swim at any level in college?
Because my brother did.
Oh.
My brother.
How much older is he?
He's 12 years older. So he graduated in 08.
So, he was gonna, put a word in for you?
Well, no, I just thought, Isaac... I won't say his name, but my brother was.
Now I can censor it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a very common name. It wasn't even his name in college. So he swam and he was literally captain sophomore year because he loved it so much. And I thought, oh, it's gonna be the exact same thing. I'm gonna go to college. It's gonna be different people. I'm gonna get into working out and I'm gonna enjoy it. Absolutely not. It sucked. I sucked. I hated everyone on the team. And I ended up quitting my junior year. But career-wise, this is the theme of every job that I've had. Every job, every team, organization. I'm not a team player. And I hope that this goes out to interview. I'm not a team player. I didn't actually I was kind of annoyed that I was the only one working on this certain thing at my job, but I did enjoy having no one to really answer to.
Yeah.
I'm an independent contractor all the way. I hate team stuff. I don't believe in a collective.
Well, you gotta spin it. You gotta be I'm an autonomous self-starter.
Exactly.
I need to be micromanaged.
I wear many hats. Sometimes I take the hat off your own head. I like control. And I like to, figure out different ways to do stuff. So, every place, it's until I'm depressed, and then I'll just, stop going, or I'll quit, or whatever. And then once I had an apartment, I would have quit this job probably a while before, but now that I had rent to pay, I was I need to get fired if I'm going to leave or find something else.
All right, so you are currently in Staten Island living on your own?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, so you upgraded, but not.
I'm 5 minutes from my mom.
Okay, that's
which is good.
It's a good middle ground. They're not up your ass about
Exactly.
Why you so independent, but also at the same time.
I just wanted to smoke weed in my apartment. Really, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of the same for me. I was 25, and I was my parents started charging rent, and I'm well, at this point, I really should move out.
Nothing motivates you to leave home than picking up a smoking habit of anything, and you're I just need to leave so I can smoke.
Well, also you're a girl, so it's a little different because you're probably if you're hooking up, you're coming over the guy's place. It's the onus is on him to take care of that. As a guy, I'm I'm not bringing the girl home to my parents' place.
Well, yeah, but girls I think the girl typically wants to stay at her place, for a hookup. Because it's you have all your stuff there. You have your makeup stuff. You're not falling asleep with your makeup on. It's, you kind of prefer it of just, with my boyfriend, I'm always it's my place. We barely hang out at his because I need my stuff.
That's a good point. But also, if it's a hookup and not a boyfriend, it's now the guy knows where you live.
I've actually gone home to a guy's house before with his parents and family there. It is so awkward and horrible. It is terrible. It is so bad. You're sneaking through. I remember one time, I think a brother of his, I didn't even know, a brother of his passed me in the hallway and I'm hey, and he just ignored me. I'm this whole family thinks I'm a whore. I have no.
Was it one of those Staten Island houses with side entrances?
No, it was a Jersey house, no side entrance, straight through the whole fucking house.
Italian guy?
Jewish. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was one of those bad situationship 19. It's your dirty guy phase. 19, just why the fuck am I hanging out with this person? He sucks.
Eek.
Yeah. Thank God, short-lived. Thank God.
A housekeeping question. Are you hot?
Oh, no, I'm fine.
All right, cool. Because I see your...
My glasses, glasses just do this.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it, like, looks bad, but...
It looks fine.
All right.
I'm attempting to be a good host.
It's definitely hot, but
I
not...
just turned the little gear on.
All right. I mean, it's not horrible. I thought it was just the lights.
The lights shouldn't be too hot. The lights should be kind of soft.
All right. I'm just so used to hot stage lights. I'm like, okay, it's fine. Is that gonna make noise?
Is it a point? Probably not.
That's nice though. That's like a really low. Dude, I had neighbors that used to like write letters and put them under my door about my AC being too loud.
So what are you supposed to do? Buy a new AC? Mm-hmm. That is a little pretentious. Neighbors where? Like in Staten Island?
Yeah, in the apartment building, and they were Ukrainian, of course.
Oh, do they think you're Russian?
No, even worse. They know I'm Jewish, this is like really, for those of you who don't know, Ukrainians are super anti-Semitic, and
the not Jewish ones.
Yeah, the not Jewish ones are really anti-Semitic. So he came downstairs to have a chat with me, and he's from the same place that my mom is from, but from the sticks. And he was like, yeah, I'm from Lviv, but like on a different part. And I go, oh, my mom's from the city. And then he looks down and sees my Jewish star, and I just saw the whole face change. And he was like, I'm going to complain to the city about you. And I'm like, fucking try. All my people are in there.
Damn. That's just some good old-fashioned anti-Semitism.
But in terms of what you asked, like what I thought my career would be, I thought that I was going to make it on SNL at 18. And...
Based on what?
Pete Davidson. And I was like...
Did you know him personally?
I didn't even fucking do stand-up. And I was just like, I'm gonna be a star. I'm obviously... Look at me.
You're like, all I gotta do is a lot of drugs.
I was like, I gotta do some Adderall, I gotta lose weight, I'm gonna get skinny, and then I'm gonna get so famous, and I didn't even think about a career. No internships, no nothing, no marketing
club. It's like
club.
senior year of high school dreams.
Genuinely, I lived all 4 years of college like my senior year of high school. And
Baruch is perfect for that, though.
Baruch is perfect for that because the professors, it's a commuter school, so the professors don't really give a shit.
Nope.
And it is based completely on what you do.
The selection process for professors is actually kind of scary. I had this really great branding professor, and he's like, oh yeah, I graduated Baruch like 20 years ago, and at some point in my career, I was like, I actually want to give back and teach. So he like applies to be a professor, and they're like, yeah, you can do it. He's like, are you going to check any of my credentials? Like, no, you seem good. He's
okay.
Like, what? I could just teach here? Like, yeah, you're good.
Wait, that sounds great, honestly.
Yeah, but you think about all the professors who are like, because the salary isn't great, so like it's like there's not going to be a lot of people who aren't like motivated for the reason of like I want to teach, but there's probably a lot of people who are just not good teachers, like incompetent.
I will say with Baruch, and here's where the business school gets absolutely scammed, because when you start your first 2 years, you're taking all these entry-level classes. You're not technically in the business school. You're just taking the entry-level classes. Yep. That's when they give you like a guy who has an idea of English, but hasn't like quite understood it yet. It's almost like listening to, if you ever tried to learn a song, but you don't know the language of it, and then like you're learning high level calculus from this person. And so that's how they weed people out of like, are you going to do the work yourself? Mm-hmm. So it starts with that. But in Weissman, the English,
the liberal arts school,
the liberal arts part, you actually do have people that like give a shit. So it's like, you'll have someone who like is so knowledgeable about Shakespeare and Chaucer, and it actually is fun, and then you leave and you go, what the fuck am I gonna do with this? But I had maybe some of the best professors like in college. They were so good.
Because they actually care.
Yeah, but they were like real professory type of people. I remember like I went to one guy, one of my professors, I went to his office, and it was just wall-to-wall books. And then he was such a bookworm type of like, you know, those like dirty professor type of, you know, they're like nasty. there's so much dust in the fucking room that he was cleaning off his monitor with his hand. And I'm like, this guy's smart as fuck. This guy's a genius.
He's got his eye on the prize. No time to clean.
It's like one of those like Facebook posts of like, messy people are actually the most intelligent, and then you'll have like some dumb bitch from your school who like fucking keeps her tampon in for 2 weeks going, that's mad. You're disgusting, dude.
Meanwhile, what they were referring to is the guy who's a nuclear physicist who still hasn't like cleaned off the cum rag off his floor.
Right. It's like, hey, it has to be like papers.
Yeah. Also, there is like a method to the madness. Like the mess is a mess, but like to them, it's like, oh, I know exactly where that one thing is in that stack. To you, it's like, oh, this is disorganized. But to him, it's like, I mean, no, it's organized. It's not like if someone else came in that have no idea what's going on.
You have to, if you're gonna be a guy like that, you have to marry a lady who is not that interested in you but loves to be organized, and she just like takes care of your documents.
That might actually backfire, because then she's going to start meddling in your, like, little system. She's like, oh, I cleaned up your room for you. It's like, you just destroyed 4 years of research.
Well, yeah, but that's when you start, like, don't go into my room. Listen, you have to be a little mentally and emotionally abusive, like, when you're a genius.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. As Michael Bloomberg said, if you're not angry, you don't have any passion. So you have to, I miss anger. I miss, like, anger. You have to yell at this woman, full submission, and then she takes care of your documents and she feeds you 3 times a day, and then like, you know, you just kind of like,
you need to set limits of like where she is and she isn't allowed in the house.
You have to go, I'm a fucking nuclear physicist and you're basically my secretary.
Or I would say sex worker.
Sex worker.
Sex worker who also cooks.
Well, Ayn Rand did that. Ayn Rand was like, and you know, strong Russian woman, and she
forgetting it's a woman.
Right?
I always assume every author is a man. Like when I read Harry Potter, I'm like, this J.K. Rowling guy, he's got some good ideas.
That's a cancelable offense. I just agreed with her on Twitter, but I'm right there with you, buddy.
Didn't like her until the whole trans stuff.
Yeah. So Ayn Rand, she like had an affair with this like guy who like worked in her lab with her. He was like a student of hers, and she like went to her husband and she goes, me and him are both high IQ individuals, so like we need to fuck. Understood? And the husband was like, oh, okay, like kind of like a, you know, like a more feminine type of like low-key guy. Very, very nice. But like Ayn Rand was just so autistic and so like,
I mean, in today's day and age, he'd just be called a cuck.
Yes.
And it would be perfectly normal. We would celebrate him for sharing his wife.
Right. And Ayn Rand would have a blog, and she would be like, my husband's a cuck, and it's great. And I think her student later published or said in an interview or whatever it was that Ayn Rand was like gross and didn't clean down there. And
oof.
Dude, going down on like an old Russian woman who doesn't clean after eating like a bowl of Olivier, fuck that.
Oh no, personal hygiene. Ugh. And you know she didn't shave.
No.
That's just a waste of her precious time.
No way. No way did Ayn Rand shave. There's no fucking possible conceivable notion that she ever touched a razor.
Eating a bush that's just not been washed.
For decades.
The thing is like down there, it's like, this is a very high IQ disgusting bush.
Well, like she doesn't have time to shower. She's right in the fountainhead. She's getting head right in the fountainhead. She's busy. She's a busy lady. Sometimes, you know, if you're fucking a genius, the price is getting some old smegma or whatever the fuck it's called.
Do you think that's what happened when a guy goes down or she squirts? She's like, oh, we got the fountainhead.
Oh, I can't imagine the smell. Oh, horrible. What an awful
It is kind of a double standard though, because the guys are like, if you're a gross guy and your dick stinks, it's like, oh, it's a guy. I'm not saying you should do that, so to all my 5 listeners, do wash your dick before you're getting head.
Yeah, 100%, just to be nice.
Rinse off. I've like stopped mid like foreplay. It's like, hey, I need to wash my dick.
Have you seen that CEO, that Brian Johnson guy, who's like he's the one who was like making adrenochrome out of his son's blood or something?
Oh yeah.
He posted on Twitter, he's like, I just ate Katie, or Kate, like his girlfriend. I just ate her out. Good night. And then started posting like her vagina's microbiome on Twitter, and he's like, Kate is the top 1% of all vaginas. Her microbiome is amazing. It's like a chemical breakdown of his girlfriend's pussy.
He's like taking samples of it?
Yeah, that's the weird part.
I mean, it's a weird flex, but okay.
Right. And I'm like, what does it mean to be on the low spectrum? Like, what is that?
She's got the perfect pH.
But he's like, he had like I guess he was swabbing it or whatever, and he's just like the micro.
And she's okay with all this. That's the crazy part.
I think you have to be if you're dating a guy like that.
Or like he's gotta pretend to be. It's like, oh, he's paying for like everything in my life. If that's his kink.
That is like a genius way to get out of like your girl coming back, because you gain some relationship weight most of the time. So it's like a great way to be like your girl, like you come home, you're drunk, she's like, I want Wendy's, and you're like, your fucking vagina microbiome's gonna be fucked up from those nuggets.
Well, I mean, before that, he's probably like, hey, your BMI is like at a critical point. You gain like 1/10 of a BMI, we're done.
Yeah.
You think he's like giving her like report cards every like quarter?
Probably. This guy's fucking insane.
This is your biological age.
Right.
You better lower that by 1 if you want to stay in this relationship.
Yeah, your pussy is so old. This is disgusting pussy.
He's like dilating it.
Yeah, he like sticks his tongue and he's like, did you not have your Greek yogurt today?
You know what I do kind of wonder, and this is like a bit of a tangent. You know how like there's like a very, very like tangible way of measuring a dick size?
Sure.
There should be some
ruler?
kind of apparatus. Yeah, a ruler for the tape.
Yeah.
Like there should be an apparatus that should be able to measure the pressure of a pussy. Because I feel like women get away with like having like loose vaginas, and it's like we should shame them for that.
Right, like after birth, just like scale 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Or maybe like one of those like stress balls, and you just put it up there, and then, like, the ones that you squeeze and it kind of like stays in the mold.
Like one of those grips that they use to like to check how hard you could like squeeze something.
I can't wait till they pull this clip and they're just like, Ada Detski hates women.
No, she loves women. She wants their pussies to be tighter.
Listen, get your pussy game up. You're not like Brian Johnson's girlfriend. I mean,
also Kegels. That's the other thing. I feel like the whole like argument's like, oh, a guy needs to be tall. It's like you can't control height, but you can do Kegels and control your tightness.
Damn straight.
Yeah, very straight. I'm so sorry. Like there's a reason there's no women at the fun mic. These ideas are just flowing.
I loved that article that they wrote with Josh Rabin.
Yeah.
That is so funny. I did a synagogue show with Josh Rabin where he read that article to a bunch of Jews.
I had him on my show and he pulled that out. It's like, I was at Alex's open mic and here's the article.
It's so funny. We did a synagogue show to a bunch of Jews, and they told us, like, do not talk about Israel. And I wasn't going, like, obviously, you're not going to walk into a synagogue and, start fucking chucking watermelons at them. But I think I talked about my experience in Israel where I got food poisoning from my aunt who was very cheap and would turn off the AC and leave cream pastries out all night with the AC off. And then I got food poisoning. So I said Israel's really hot at night. And one lady literally calls out from the middle and just goes, no, there's a breeze. I'm like, nothing about Israel? Like, nothing can be bad?
How dare you talk about our weather? It's
dude,
perfect. It's the way God intended.
There's a breeze. Shut up. No, there's not. No, there's not in an apartment.
Isn't that kind of a Jew on Jew crime to like be angry at a Jew for being angry about the weather?
Right.
It's like, hey, let me kvetch. Kvetch.
That's the reason they went to Israel, because it's so hot and they get to complain about it. They love it. Florida, it's like all Jewish areas are very hot and they love complaining because it's not that Jews love hot weather, Jews love AC. Jews are huge AC fans. That's it.
That's true. Rest in peace, Atlantic City. They love to gamble as well. I do have questions. I have more questions.
Let's go. We're killing it without the questions, though.
Yeah, it's how you know we get along.
This is what I try to do on interviews as well.
Oh, just like
I start yapping.
go off topic. But I think it's also like a good way for them to be like, we didn't really cover any much, but like they seem chill.
Yeah, I was trying to be chill. I had an interview and I spoke to these girls, and like I remember like I asked them, I'm like, how do you guys feel about like KPIs, and like do you feel like you have a clear goal? And they're like, it's getting better now. And I'm like, oh really? No. Because places want you to come in 5 days a week now too, and like I'm not coming in 5 days a week for fucking bullshit.
I mean, all work is bullshit.
I'm not coming in 5 days a week for it.
That is crazy. It is also funny, the interviews is just like you taking turns lying.
Yeah.
It's like, so how good are you at this? I am so amazing. It's like, how stable is this job? It is so stable. I've been here for like 6 months. It's amazing.
Right, just lying.
It's a lot of lying. It's my first job ever. The interview was it was so hilariously bad. He took the interview in a public area, so he didn't even plan it like with like he didn't book an office. So we're sitting in this common space, workers around us, and the guy's like also a low talker, so half the time he's like whispering, he's like, so we're doing that, and I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And then I got the job. I'm like, I have no idea what that guy said to me.
It's always a red flag when you get the job too. That's the weird part with getting hired as well. It's like, it's also a red flag to get hired. It's like, if it was easy at all, scam.
Yeah. Well, every job is kind of a scam because they're trying to squeeze you for more money than they would pay you. So like, they want you to make them more than they would give you. I
was applying to jobs, and when you're applying to jobs and you're starting out kind of in marketing, you'll get a lot of these scam jobs of like door to door, and it's the same office in Times Square. They like tell you to go there, they shuffle you there, and you don't. It's like so easy. I remember they gave us like a sheet to write, I don't know, like before the interview, and it said something like, draw you successful, and you had to draw it. So I drew myself jumping out a window. Because what the fuck is this? And I knew that it was just a scam from like the moment. I was like, why am I here in Times Square? And I start hating myself. And I was like, of course you're gonna just tell me to go home after I drew myself jumping out a window. They don't. They go, you seem like a great fit. What? Go like door to door. So they send me down to this from Times Square. I took the train with this one kid who didn't say a single word and was wearing a like, I think it was like the middle of winter, and he was just wearing like a windbreaker.
Jeez.
And this girl who was dressed as like in a 3-piece Hillary Clinton style like pantsuit with like.
Oh, she took this interview seriously.
Well, she wasn't. She had been working there.
Oh, okay.
And she had stiletto heels on, and it's a door to door walking job of sales. Like she was like selling paper products, and we go down to a neighbor, like to Bay Ridge, and we're walking business to business, and I'm just like, what am I doing here? I need to get out of here. And this girl sucked. I'm like, does this job like afford you anything? She goes, well, my parents help out. I have an apartment in Bushwick.
Okay.
Like, no. She
needs a job on paper so it's not obvious that she's like living off her parents. There's a lot of people like that in New York where it's like, oh yeah, I'm a creator. I run my own studio. It's like, so you lose money doing this job?
Yeah, it's the wife who has, like, this is what Gwyneth Paltrow would be if she wasn't extremely successful. It's just a wife who has, like, a health brand and doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
And she, like, loses more money than she makes, and, like, her husband supports her.
Yeah, it's a lot of that in New York. A lot of, like, rich kids move here.
I'm so incredibly jealous.
I don't know, because a lot of them also end up, like, ODing, because, like, they're not, like, they are self-aware.
ODing seems like the best way to go.
That's true.
ODing is wonderful. I mean, like, unless you have, like, a really bad trip, like, you don't want to die in a bad trip. But if you're having a good trip and you just never come back, like, is there anything wrong?
That's true. What is God's view on, like, ODing? Is that like, suicide level bad? Or is it kind of chill? You go to heaven?
I feel like if you do it on purpose, it's bad.
Oh, so you're like, I'm gonna OD tonight.
Right, but if you do it, like, by accident, God's like, happens.
You get a mulligan.
Happens to everybody. How's it going?
Yeah, you got your own little section of heaven with you're down here with MJ.
Right. If I wasn't, immortal, would have happened to me a million times.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't get like lost chasing the dragon a little bit?
Sure. I've never done a drug harder than weed. I'm such a...
Really? Not like even like mushrooms?
No, never.
Acid?
I'm terrified. I'm terrified. And my dad's going to come down and be like, I actually am not proud of you. I don't need that. I don't need it. I don't need to see the little elf people. I don't need to see any of that shit. I'm fine.
So you have like the post-death judgment from your dad?
Yeah, I don't need it. That's how I feel with sometimes people they go like, oh yeah, we see these like interdimensional elves. Have you heard of that? Like where they take, I think like it's more of an acid thing. Mm-hmm. And multiple people have that experience.
Oh, yes, I have heard of that. Yes.
It's more terrifying when the elves don't come and then you're like, I'm not in on the thing. Yeah,
I think I'm too logical because I've done acid I think like a couple times at this point, and it's never really acid because like there's no acid anymore. It's like it's all some weird like chemical concoction that they call acid, and it was always just like, oh, this is just like really strong weed and it's lasting a long time. I feel like I've never like broke through the other side of like, oh, I'm out of my brain, I'm like a whole new person. If
I was 20 in the 70s, I would have done acid, but it's like too commercial now for me.
It was real acid too. They were actually making it in the lab, and now it's like, I don't think I think you physically can't get like real acid unless you know the guy who made it.
Yeah.
So it's like some weird like MDMA mixed with like God knows what.
Sure.
Potentially fentanyl.
Ooh la la. Oh wait, I want to hear more of these interview questions.
Oh yes.
I actually do have like a lot of crazy job stories that I could get into.
Oh, yes. Worst job memory?
Oh my God, where do I begin? Okay, so my worst job was I worked at a smoothie cafe.
So free smoothies, that's already pretty good.
Yeah. The getting food for free part was good. I wasn't technically supposed to get it, but like whatever.
Of course you're gonna get it.
Of course I'm gonna get it. The people working in the kitchen are illegal immigrants. Like I give a fuck. Like I'm getting a fucking bison burger, but it was like a health foods place, and the boss I remember was like this really weird guy, and it's since closed down, and so. The whole place was like very weird, and my first day I had started, and there was this woman who, she was like the manager of the place, so she's like cleaning the counters, and she goes, I've worked here for a long time, and everybody here is great. They're great. I go to church with their family. I love them. She's like, I had to break up with my husband recently. Mm-hmm. I had to get a divorce because, at first, like, he cheated on me. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I don't care. Then he beat me. And I was like, whatever. My mother hit me. She's like rubbing the counters. She's like, my mother hit me. I could take a beating. I could take getting cheated on. But he cheated on me with my twin sister.
And that's where you draw the line.
I was like... What? And like, mind you, I'm like 18. This is like my first kind of, because I had lifeguarded before, and this was like my first like off-season kind of like job. And I didn't know what to expect, so I was like, oh wow, like I didn't know what to say. I was like, do you and your twin sister look alike? She goes, no, nothing alike. They look exactly the same. They once fought each other in the parking lot. They looked exactly the same. It was the Spider-Man meme.
Was it like a game of Street Fighter where both people pick are you?
Yeah.
You're just wearing different clothes?
Yeah. Not even that much. She's like, she had like 4 kids from 4 different fathers, and they were living in a 1-bedroom with her new husband, and she was sucking dick to get discounted shoes at Payless for her daughter that wasn't taken by CPS.
Sucking dick for Payless shoes, it
was fun. And so
$20 shoes. You could just take money and buy the shoes at that point.
And I loved the job because it was under the table, like you get just paid, and it was this weird like thing where they wanted you to be so loyal. And my worst memory was the manager came up to me. He like comes up to me, and I'm checking out I'm closing out the till, and he put his hand on my back, and he was like, Ada, do you love your family? I'm like, Yeah. He's like, you love them? You really love them? Yeah. I need you to love this job and love this store just as much as you love your family. Okay. And then he just left. And he would never, every time he passed anyone, because it was all girls working there, if he passed any one of us, hand on the lower back, like every time.
Is this like an old gross guy?
40-ish. Like a young family type of thing. And I just like stopped talking to him.
And he's probably doing all the hiring of the young girls.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, so I hated that job kind of towards the end, but it like got really weird. It would be like, first of all, there was like a guy who was like straight up just a pedophile who used to hang out there, and he like knew a friend of mine, so I was like friendly with him, and then I like found out that he was dating one of the 16-year-old girls that worked there, and I was kind of like, all right, we're done. I'm not speaking to you anymore, because he was like 27, 28 at the time. And then when they broke up, he gave her like an itemized list of everything he ever bought for her. Like he gave her a full receipt to the relationship. Because like as to like the church that they were a part of, her parents promised her to him.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this is like all like 4 blocks away from my house, by the way. Like this was very close to home.
Staten Island, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if he just crosses the state borders into Jersey, 16, age of consent.
Yeah, I think that was the situation. But but yeah, it was like.
Don't ask me how I know.
Jesus. No, I don't want to. Well, then why do you have a problem with loose vaginas? You should be fine.
Oh, no, I don't date young girls. I'm just saying, I remember, like, because there's a lot of, like, all this, like, I think when the Chris D'Elia thing happened, I'm like, but, like, they're, like, 16, I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, and I'm like, what is the age of consent by state? I'm like, oh, yeah, New York is 17. I'm like, I guess, like, that would fly.
I can't see a 16-year-old dealing with you. Like,
No,
I can't see a 16-year-old being like so annoyed by you.
Yeah, I have that energy for sure, I think. And also, I'd be annoyed by them. I'd be like, what do you mean you don't know all these references to, like, my music genres that I like that are very time-specific?
I would love to just see you at the fun mic with, like, your 16-year-old girlfriend going, like, shut up, Alex! Oh, my God!
Nobody cares about Incubus.
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, man. Just, like, petty arguments with a 16-year-old.
Yeah, no,
You're hitting each other like this. I could see that. I could see you getting into a fight like this with like a. You seem like a guy who argues with kids.
I do get into arguments with my 5-year-old nephew.
I get into so many arguments with my 5-year-old niece.
They're too cocky, these kids. It's like you can't be like, just do this because I'm an adult. They're like, no.
Yeah, and I have full arguments. And, like, there's this part in my head where I'm like, I would be a fantastic parent. And so she cries, and, like, I guess my version of parenting would be the same way that an older brother would, because that's what I had a brother who's 12 years older. So if she's crying, I'm fake crying as well. She's fake crying, I'm fake crying. And then she, like, gets upset, and I'm like, see how annoying that is?
Oh, that is a good tactic. It's like, give them the taste of their own medicine. Because, like, my nephew gets, like, he gets very aggressive, and he starts, like, smacking people and, like, hitting them. And then, like, as soon as you even, like, grace him, he starts wailing, and it's like, hey, remember that time you straight up punched me? Maybe, like, remember this, that you didn't like this, and, like, when you were, like, hitting people.
What do you think? Do you think you would have been able to handle yourself as a kid?
In what sense?
Like, do you think that you as a kid, were you that far off from your nephew? Because I think I was much worse than my niece when I was probably her age. Like, I would have smacked the shit out of myself.
No, I think I was a good kid. Because my mom, she's helping out. And, like, we have this conversation all the time. She's like, because I was born the same exact day as my nephew. We have shared birthdays. She's like, oh, I remember, like, you at his age. And, like, you were so much easier to deal with than him. Both
me and my niece are Leos, and then my mom will always, every time she does anything like, my mom's like, Leo. You. Excuse me.
Horoscope mom.
Yeah, no, my mom she had this funny thing that she would do, which is genius. She bought like a birthday book, so it had everyone's birthday and their horoscopes, and like it says like who you are as a person. And she would buy them so that we could all read each other's birthdays and like roast each other basically. Like, I remember my birthday, I got the birthday of, like, the dormant volcano, and it's like, you're always angry, and it's always bubbling under the surface, and you're sitting there as a kid reading this, I was like 12, you're reading this, and you're like, I can't be angry, they're all laughing at me. And my mom's like, you are angry, that's exactly what you're like, ha ha ha.
That's a good tactic for, like, handling kids. Like, just call them out and be like, oh, yeah, you're this. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I'll show you.
My family used to mimic me. Because again, I was like the youngest. And so, because I even had such a huge age gap with, like, my parents, too, they were so tired of all this shit by the time I came around. So, like, you know, like, I was a kid and I was just like, leave me alone. And then, like, what I would get back was, leave me alone. Oh, yeah, watch her cry, blah, blah, blah. You guys are fucking bullies. You're bullies, dude. Like, I used to have, like, 3 people at a dinner table. Like, if I'm crying, they'd go, well, look, crying. Are you crying? You're upset? I'm like, excuse me?
I'm 5.
Yeah, you walk to your room, like, you get tripped, and you're just like, watch where you're going, bitch.
But I would argue you came out kind of okay.
It toughens you up for sure. It's very important to do that. I, like, stand by that.
Yeah. I go to the playground where my nephew is in Park Slope, and these kids are, like, manhandling their parents. And I'm like, if your dad is asking permission for stuff from, like, a 4-year-old kid, what is his warped view of the world? Like, the whole entire universe serves me. And that's how they operate. They're all, like, middle managers.
I understand not wanting to be, like, rough with your kids, especially if you had a rough time growing up. You're like, I want my kid to enjoy their life. Yeah. But here's the thing, they won't. There's no such thing. Life is suffering.
And also they will face that harshness, and it's going to be such a smack in the face when, like, they go to school and it's not like a nice little preppy school where everybody's also just, like, coddled. Because
listen, one day you're at a nice playground in Park Slope, and then the next day, like, you're wiping counters after your husband cheated on you with your twin sister. And, like, that's your life now. And, like, that place was the wake-up call for, I need to get a job in a field, because it was right when I was about to graduate, maybe my junior year of college, and I was like, I need to kind of, like, lock in and find something that I would want to work in, because you just get stuck in a place like this. So I remember when I quit that job, I was taken down into the storage room, and that manager gave me, like, a very emotional talk. And because I was also, like, there was drama, I wasn't into it, I'm like, I'm tired of this. There was no inventory. It's a smoothie shop, and they'd be like ordering a smoothie. I'm like, okay, a strawberry banana smoothie, we don't have strawberries, we don't have bananas, we don't have vanilla protein, would you like a glass of milk? Like, I didn't know what to do. It was, like, horrible management. So she came down, she, like, brought me down, she gave me, like, this talk, and she was like, just stay here, like, I'll make you the next manager, like, let's just learn from me, you know, because you came here, and you didn't have any experience whatsoever, like, I made you, I turned you into this, like, hardworking person, you know, and, like, now you have that, and so, fuck these people, like, fuck everybody, don't listen to them, don't listen to what anybody says, like, don't do it for them, do it for me, stay here and do it for me. I was like, bitch.
Damn, so classic gaslighting.
Yeah, I mean, this is how all our husbands must have felt. This was, like, nuts.
But then you also see people who get stuck in those positions. And you're like, oh yeah, you're someone who's, like, too naive and never like took a step back to realize that, like, someone's, like, lying to you.
Yeah. I was at a point where I was so done with that, but if I wasn't, like, we would have 100% had a kid together. She was, like, this close to getting me. She was so emotional.
A kid with a twin lady?
Yeah, with the twin lady.
You're gonna adopt a kid?
I didn't know. I know that kind of thing has worked before on weaker people.
Of course. How do you think they staff the place?
Yeah.
And it's also like, I feel like also like if you live in a smaller area where there's like, you don't see opportunities around you, you're like, oh, this is what you're supposed to do.
I will never forget, they had another location in Brooklyn. Well, they have. It's actually doing well, but they moved her, so she lived down the block from the location that we were at, and they made her the manager at the other Brooklyn location. So she walked up the block, and instead of going into our store, she would take the bus and go to the Brooklyn location. It was like across the street from the bus stop.
Like 86th Street or something?
Yeah.
Bay Ridge.
And so the reason that they moved her was because she was fucking up the store but they couldn't tell her that because she's crazy. So instead of telling her like, we're actually moving you where we can keep an eye on you, they were like, you're going to the Brooklyn store. And she's like, wow, I've made it out of Staten Island. It's time for the big city. And she was so excited. And I remember she's like walking around, and like there were guys that she would like flirt with, like with some of the regulars that came in. And there was this one guy, I forgot his name, we'll call him Tony. And he wasn't like a bad looking guy, he just looked like a Staten Island guy. And he would come in and he's like ordering, and she comes up, she's like, Tony, you wouldn't believe I got a promotion. He's like, oh, cool. What are you like? You got a raise? You're like a full manager now? She's like, I got promoted to the Brooklyn store. He's like, how's that a promotion? You gotta take a bus there now.
That's so funny.
I was sitting behind the counter, and I had to like turn away to laugh. And I always think about that. I'm like, how's that a promotion? You gotta take a bus now. You used to walk.
I love like the straight blunt logic of a Staten Island like Italian guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like someone's getting you. You just got.
Right. You just got fucked. I loved that job though. There was I remember there was a guy once who called, and I had red hair at the time. And I get like a call, I pick it up, and I just hear this old man like crinkling. He's like, is this the redhead with the big tits?
You're like looking down, it's like, yeah.
That's exactly how I handled it. I went, yeah? And he's like, I want a soup delivered.
Can you wear a low top?
I was like, okay. So I told the delivery driver, I'm like, hey, Nick, this guy, and he said this. And the delivery driver goes, oh, that's really weird. He went to his house, and I think he said something. He's like, hey, dude, like, you said something to the girl behind the phone. And I get another call, like, the next day. And he goes, and I go, hey, and he goes, hello. And he's like, is this the girl? And I was like, yeah, it is me. And he goes, I'm so sorry about that. I was a veteran in Vietnam, and I lose myself sometimes.
The apology that makes it worse.
I was like, okay. My brother loves that story. He has me tell it all the time.
I actually witnessed that at an open mic. This lady who runs this mixed mic, and some dude like was just like trying to hit on her, and like I guess like she didn't appreciate it, and then like I saw him come another time. He's like, hey, about that last time when I was hitting on you and saying how hot you are, my apologies, but you are kind of hot. So like you could see how I got out of hand for me, but like generally like you are really hot, but like I didn't mean it. It's like you just stop.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up.
I think he just does that every time. He's like, hey, you're just so beautiful. My bad.
That's so
like,
funny.
damn, you're just being gross. Yeah, I'm actually looking at the clock. It's 4:44. You gotta.
Let me see if I can extend my session at all.
You could do it on your phone.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's Brooklyn life now. Everything's on the phone. Let's see. I don't know if I can extend.
Is it impossible to find a non-meter spot in this neighborhood?
Well, no, but it is hard. Well, like right now it is, because it's also school. So I got fucked up with that. Let me see. It doesn't say that I can extend. Well, let's see. I don't know. This is great content right now. Should we like wrap it up then?
Yeah, if you wanna, we can. I have like one more question.
Yeah,
and then
hit
we
me.
can do it. All right, so this is like a question I ended on. It's if you could go back to high school days, knowing everything you know right now, what would you do differently? Maybe career-wise, maybe life choice-wise. Doesn't necessarily have to be like work hard. It could be something like, oh, just don't do drugs.
If I went back to high school, I would get really into lifting early. It's the first thing I would do. I would set up a base so that even if I gained weight, it'd look fine. I would quit swimming immediately. I would start like I would just quit it.
Why swim? Why would you quit swimming?
Because I sucked at it. And I think like if I just maybe towards the end of high school, I would have just been like, hey, I'm not doing it in college. Like I would have just cut it off. Let's see. I definitely would have started weightlifting earlier. Because I don't like this whole thing of like when you ask someone that question, they go, I have no regrets. Fuck you. Yes, you do.
Everybody has regrets.
Everybody has regrets. I have regrets from this morning. Like everyone has regrets.
But also, like, have you learned nothing since high school that like you would like have like better perspective?
Right. Like that's kind of a life wasted.
Yeah.
Well, that's why like when people have kids, it's like a lot of your parents' stories, like a lot of your parents' stories are made up. Like my dad used to be like, every single day I wake up at 6 and I would like drum, and I believe him, but I don't believe that it was maybe that consistent. But like when you're a parent, that shit you have to do. You have to constantly be like, yeah, I woke up every single morning.
You're a motivational speaker for your child.
Exactly. So like that's how I would see myself. So in high school, I would start lifting earlier, and I would have done comedy earlier. So I think like the answer would be I wouldn't have let my lack of confidence and like my fear kind of hold me back as much as it did, because at the end of the day, nothing matters.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Just do what you want to do.
Exactly. It's like there's, you're living. I had a teacher who said this, but I didn't get it like as much at the time. But it's like the vodka's like coming up. But it was like I'm like, dude, this is vodka.
It's one shot. How Russian are you?
I'm very Jewish. But it's like you live in Staten Island, then there's New York, there's millions of people, and then it's the US, and then Earth, and then the galaxy, and like no one gives a shit. You can either let that depress you, or you could and I've met people who that depresses them. They're the most annoying people on the planet.
Yeah.
Or you could just embrace the fact that like no one's gonna really remember
it's free.
The cringy shit that you did.
Yeah, it's freeing. You could do whatever you want. Nobody gives a shit. Yeah, let your freak flag fly. Be weird.
Yeah, just don't hurt other people.
Yes.
Don't be gross.
Yes, don't fuck with others. Just as long as you're not harming anybody, do whatever you want. Question about the lifting thing. Is there a reason why do you just want to be more jacked, or is it just do you just feel like it's more healthy in terms of exercise?
I liked the aesthetic of jacked bodies more so. Also, I've just like kind of made I kind of just understood over time like I'm not ever gonna be rail thin. I've seen, because recently my grandfather died, so we're going through like old pictures, and the women in my family are they're big ladies.
Yeah,
they're
big Ukrainian broads.
Yeah. And I'm just like, you know what? I like that. I'm just gonna embrace that instead of like trying to be like tiny. Also, I love to eat. Like lifting is the thing where if you're lean enough, like you can just eat as long as it's high protein.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then like 2 nights ago I had dinner and it was lettuce, 6 ounces of beef, and Greek yogurt, and I straight up wanted to kill myself. I was like, am I vomiting actively?
Oh, you're like actively like getting jacked.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So in some ways you would say to yourself in high school, embrace your body and lean into it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. All right, one last thing. I swear, one last thing.
You're good.
We always end with a little post-it note, which is a recommendation to anybody out there who's unemployed, underemployed, hates their job. It could be anything broad. It could be anything specific, but generally like something that people should take away. And also, I've been naming the episodes with little quote.
Okay.
So some of these
crack.
So yeah, Jared Bailey has great advice. if you're out there unemployed, sell crack.
What was Dave? Take your job seriously.
Dave, yes.
I'm gonna if he comes to the fun mic, I'm beating him up.
He's a sweet guy, but he could be dorky about like work.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of him for his own good. Like, see, I love Dave Phillips. Dave, if you're watching this, I love you to pieces. I'm gonna beat the shit out of him.
He has come up like almost every single episode after I record this episode.
Funny. That's so funny. All right. Oh my gosh, my nails matched post-it.
Oh, very nice. And also, post-it notes courtesy of New York Times because I stole those.
Let's do it. All right. Do I have to like think of it now?
Ideally, but
Okay,
if you don't want to, we could like do it off camera if you can't think of anything. It also doesn't have to. It's very low pressure. It could literally be like, keep your pussy clean.
So wait, this is just like advice for a job?
Any work advice, life advice, but just think of the audience of like unemployed people who are just like stuck out there, miserable, and anything that could help them, guide them. I think the first advice was Diego saying just keep a routine, which
He's so self-help.
Very self-help.
Yeah, shave your head every single day.
Yep, he's got a little bit of like that Huberman in him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go like classic me. Nothing matters, no one cares.
That's good. I like that. Nothing matters, no one cares.
There we go. I'll do that. You know, people have told me that like they're like, you seem so chill, like you don't care about anything. I'm like, I have like severe anxiety.
Yeah, I think I have that too. But like, I think like if you're too anxious, you come out on the other side. You're like I can't care this much about everything. It's like fuck everything.
Well, you know what it is? It's the same reason like during the pandemic, like anxious people were doing great. It's like, well, first of all, everything's removed, but it's also more so of like, if you're worried about like a big event and it happens, you're like, that's how I felt with the firing. I got fired. I'm like, I was so worried about getting fired, and then I didn't. I'm like, yeah,
it's fine.
I knew it would happen.
Just sign at the bottom, so when you're famous or in jail, I have that.
You got it.
I wonder if anybody like in comedy that we know is gonna end up in jail. Statistically, it's gotta happen to somebody. David Phillips. Embezzlement.
He's gonna take his job way too seriously.
I got him off, but at what cost?
Listen, you know what I would say? Like, what if people like, you know, copy these and sign checks, like bad checks, but they're all going to be bad. It's like everyone's unemployed. There's no signatures to steal from.
You could also forge signatures. It's like a whole thing. Somebody was telling me that like signatures don't really matter. Like no signatures are the same. They just look for like the handwriting. So like if someone's trying to forge your signature, it's actually pretty easy to do.
Well, I watched this TV show once, and this will be the last thing. I watched this TV show once where they found out that the woman had a brain tumor because she signed her name the same way, and then a couple of years later, the signature changed. And so I try to keep my signature as like as consistent as possible because if anyone ever needs to know if I have a brain tumor or not, I hate
so
that.
OCD. Anytime I send an email to myself, I'll have like a little note. I'll be like, here you go, or like you rock. So in the future, if I ever go through my emails and it doesn't have them, I'm like, oh, it was an inside job. That's not from me. It's just so stupid. I think guys watch. It's been Let's Get Fired with Alex Shklar. We had Ada Detski today. Thank you so much, Ada. You're the best. And I'll see you at my mic in like 2 hours.
Do it.
You're fired!